EU terrified by populist movements threatening Brussels' cozy politics, warns Belgian PM. Yves Leterme forecasts that the populist movements across the continent are here to stay as every fourth European is governed by a populist leader. Mr. Leterme wrote on leading politics website Politico, "What unites Europe's populist movements is their refusal to play by the rules of conventional politics. This is more a matter of style than anything else. They are essentially disruptive parties and like to put on a good show, but the idea clearly appeals to a growing number of voters and could lead to concrete changes in our political system of representation." Mr. Leterme said populists have been able to successfully appeal to voters by promoting direct democracy and giving them a sense of control over their governments. He added, populists have also championed policies that give citizens a tangible sense of the state working in their favor. These include family benefits in Poland and Hungary and tax simplification in Italy. These efforts, although they are underpinned by different ideologies, serve the same purpose: they lend citizens who feel alienated by their government a sense of control. Hard stances against immigration and the EU fall under the same rubric. EU leaders in Brussels are privately horrified at the idea of a larger populist presence in the next European Parliament after elections next May. Leaders behind the various populists movement aren't generally looking to leave the European Union but instead are looking to drastically change it. Nicolas Bay, a member of Marine Le Pen's National Front Party and a co-leader of one of the Eurosceptic groups in the European Parliament Europe of Nations and Freedoms Group, ENL, says his party is offering a true alternative. He said it is a real European project aimed at another Europe, a Europe designed differently. What has united Italy's five-star movement, the anti-immigrant Alternative for Germany, AfD, far-right Sweden Democrats and UKIP is the minority political group in the European Parliament called Europe of Freedom and Direct Democracy. The party has 45 members out of the 751 MEPs, but other populist movements this year have shown there is potential to radically change the EU in 2019. The political leaders from Poland and Hungary have both formed somewhat of anti-EU alliance and have been a thorn in Brussels' side. Hungary's Prime Minister Viktor Orbán has been very critical of immigration and seeks to change the EU. In March, he declared Brussels is not defending Europe and it is not halting immigration as he addressed a crowd for the 170th anniversary of the Hungarian Revolution. In January, Polish Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki traveled to Hungary for his first bilateral talks since being appointed to the role. He said, "I believe that like-minded nations like ourselves together can influence Europe's future in a very positive way."